The fourth saying of Jesus on the cross is, my God, why have you forsaken me? We know that Jesus wasn't questioning why this was happening to him because he knew this was his destiny. So why would he say this? The purpose of Jesus' death on the cross was to pay the penalty for our sin. So in that moment, Jesus endured God's wrath on our behalf. The Bible says that the wages of sin is death. Sin has to be punished. So Jesus took our punishment for us. For the first time in eternity, he felt the wrath of and absence of fellowship with the Father. So in his lament, he cries out, my God, why have you forsaken me? It was a statement of anguish. He was also pointing us to Psalm 22, which is a psalm of lament written by David, which is also a messianic psalm. Jesus' mind and heart were filled with the Scriptures, and in this moment, that is what came out of him. The people at the crucifixion would have known Psalm 22 word for word. So it's as if God was using this moment to say, pay attention. This writing is being fulfilled right now in your presence. So two things we can take away from this are, Jesus really did endure the punishment that should have been for us. He took our sin upon himself, and God poured out his wrath upon Christ and forsook him so we wouldn't have to be. And number two, a read through Psalm shows us that a prophecy written 1,000 years before this event was fulfilled on the cross. And we have to remember that crucifixion had not been invented in David's time, yet he states that his hands and feet were pierced, his garments were divided, and lots were cast for his clothing. And just as Psalm 22 ends in victory, so does the event of Christ's death on the cross, because that was not the end of the story. We can be victorious over sin and death because Christ took our punishment for us and defeated sin and death on our behalf.